Well, Sean, welcome to Shamrock Rovers. I suppose the first question I've got to ask you is, after several really good years with Dundalk, was it difficult to leave Oriel?
Yeah, it has. In fairness, it's a decision I haven't made lightly. It's as you said, I've had very successful years at Dundalk, and I've really enjoyed my time there. I wouldn't have a bad word to say about the club at all. But it's just, I just feel now is the right time for me to move on. I've done what I went there to do, and now it's time for a new challenge with Shamrock Rovers.
You're only 26 still, and yet when you look at your CV, you won a league and an FAI Cup with St. Pat's. You won 2 leagues and 2 FAI Cups with Dundalk. So I suppose the obvious equation then is to win 3 leagues and 3 FAI Cups at Shamrock Rovers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's exactly it. Look, I'm still, as you said, I've won a good bit already, but I'm still. I don't really see it that way, that I've accomplished them things, and I'm kind of done and happy there. I want to keep going, and look, until I can't kick a ball again, I just want to keep being successful and win as much as I can.
The club is now selling tickets, season tickets online for next season, and we're kind of hopeful that fans will be back in the stadium for the new campaign. How have you found playing in the empty grounds for the best part of this season?
Yeah, it's I suppose it's strange walking out into an empty stadium, but then once you get going, you start kicking a ball. It's you kind of forget about it, and obviously it's brilliant having the fans there, and even when we've been doing video analysis and stuff on teams, and you see going back on videos, and you see their fans there, it's a bit mad, like it's a bit surreal. You kind of say, Jesus, it was a bit mad when fans could be there. But yeah, it is a massive deal, I suppose, when you're playing in away grounds. And we had big European games and playing away, it's nearly an advantage. Then on the other foot, it's when you're playing at home, you can't get that atmosphere that you want to push you over the line sometimes. So yeah, there's pros and cons to it, I suppose, but hopefully we can get the fans back as soon as possible. Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned playing in Europe there, and of course you've clocked up a huge amount of European experience. Now I'm thinking of the penalty shootout in Latvia, which was a really tense occasion, your goal against Arsenal the other night. But with Europe in mind for Rovers now up ahead, that European experience presumably will stand to you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, I've enjoyed playing, especially this year, getting into the group stage. It's been absolutely brilliant, and it's kind of what you look forward to every year. You come into pre-season, and the first thing you really think about, obviously you want to win the league and the cups and stuff, but you kind of think about Europe and the potential there to go on a run, and it's brilliant. And I see the potential with Rovers now to go and do that next year through the Champions route of they've obviously won the league this year, so it gives us a right chance next year to go on a run similar to what I've done this year with Dundalk.
At 26, do you still see that there's potential improvement in your game?
Yeah, no, 100%. I think definitely there's always room for improvement in everyone's game, and I think if you're not thinking that yourself, I think there's something wrong with you. Every player wants to get better, and that's one reason I'm really looking forward to working with Stephen and the rest of the staff. I think the potential there to improve me is massive, and yeah, look, I'm just looking forward to getting on the training pitch, and I've obviously met him a couple of times and in the past as well, and he's a real football man, and I think our ideas can align a bit and about the game, and I'm looking forward to what I can learn from him and the rest of the staff, obviously.
What would you say is the strongest part of your game, your greatest strength?
I don't know. I suppose I don't know. So I suppose I'm put me on the spot here, Con. I suppose I'm a bit of an athlete. I suppose I'm fast. I can jump high. I suppose yeah, like I pride myself in the athletic part of the game, I suppose, and something I'm proud of, I guess.
When you look at the Rovers defence and the way they played this season, the amount of clean sheets they kept throughout this league campaign, we'll leave the cup final aside. It's going to be a tough team to actually break into.
Yeah, no, 100%. Look, I'm under no illusion. I'm not going to come here and get my game straight away. It was a similar situation at Dundalk. I kind of had to bide my time and see how I got on and just work hard in training. But, you know, on the other hand, if I didn't see myself getting into it, I wouldn't. Look, I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge. I'm looking forward to working with the other centre halves. I think they've proved themselves to be brilliant players this season. In the last couple of seasons, they've really become a force. And obviously, successful teams need a strong backline to the backbone of the team needs to be there. So, yeah, look, I'm looking forward to working with them, and I'm sure I can learn a thing or two off them, and maybe I can offer something different maybe.
I was talking to an old teammate of yours, Conan Byrne, and he was saying that you're a great signing for Rovers. So I think the Rovers fans will be pleased to hear that. And of course, he knows you very well, having played with you at St. Pat's.
Yeah. No, I still talk to Conan every now and again. He's a great lad, and I'd like to think he knows a player.
Well, he sure does. Do you know what? One thing I was thinking about when Ronan Finn has gone back to Oriel, when the crowds are there, he used to get ferocious stick from the Dundalk fans. Would you be a bit worried that you might get the same now?
No, look, it's part of the game, isn't it? You kind of, as I said to you before, like you kind of forget about everything that's going on in the background when you start playing. There's sometimes still now I go down to Richmond Park and I still get abused. So
do you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that if I was a fan, I'd probably be doing the same thing. So it's just part and parcel of the game. You have to get over it, and look, hopefully I can do my talking on the pitch and not have to respond to any of that.
And listen, just a couple of little quick ones before you go. Speaking of talking on the pitch, you were actually sent off against Rovers up in Oriel a couple of years ago for, was it talking after the full-time whistle to the referee?
After the game, I let the lid come off a bit, but it wasn't during normal time, so I wouldn't count it.
The thing is, now that you're a Rovers player, you can actually admit that it definitely was a penalty in the 93rd minute anyway.
Oh, 100%, yeah,
100%. Listen, before you go, a last question then. If you think about, obviously in the short term, the forthcoming season and beyond, what's your ambition at Rovers?
First and foremost, I want to get into the team. Personally, I just want to get in there and I'm actually looking forward to just starting first day of pre-season, getting to know the lads. Obviously, I've seen they've become a force in the last couple of years, so I'm looking forward to seeing it firsthand, not just from the outside. Obviously, contributing to the success. I just want to get into the team then and have a good pre-season, get into the team and go on and add to what they've been doing this year. Obviously, look, I'd be lying if I told you I didn't want to win everything next year. We want to win, league, cups, have a good run in Europe. I think we have the potential to do that. I think I'm very excited at the potential of the club at the moment. It's really on such an upward curve, and just to get the chance to be a part of it is amazing.
And hopefully, as we were saying earlier on, the fans will be able to get into the stadium, get behind the team for the coming season. Just one very last thing. I know I said that was the last question, but do you have family links to Rovers going back generations?
Yeah, my dad, Michael played for Rovers back under Johnny Giles. I think his career ended quite early on. I think his early 20s. He went a different path, but yeah, I think when Rovers went full time, I think he gave up then. But yeah, he was involved very much with Rovers, he doesn't let me forget it too easily. I tell you that much.
No, it's good. You're steeped in the history of the club then. Well, listen, Sean, we wish you the very best of luck for the forthcoming season. Thanks a million for talking to us, and all the very best to you.
No bother. Thanks a million, Con. Appreciate it.